If you're watching this video, it must be time to register for math at Layton High School, and we're here to answer all the questions you might have and more. If you're currently in Secondary Math 1 at the junior high, you will be registering for Secondary Math 2 next year. If you're concerned about having the honors designation on your transcript, then you'll talk to your teacher once you're in that class to find out the requirements. If you're currently in Secondary Math 2 in the junior high or high school, you will most likely only be able to register for Secondary Math 3. Any other class besides Secondary Math 3 must be teacher recommended, and your request will be changed to match the path that your teacher feels is best for you. Remember, all sophomores and juniors must take math, and then during your senior year, you can choose to take a math class that will help you get college credit. If your teacher recommends you, then instead of having Secondary Math 3, you will instead take Secondary Math 3 Honors. Who will be recommended for Secondary 3 Honors? Most students that have earned A's and B's in Secondary 2 and have been successful. Tell your teacher on class request day if you would like to be considered for honors and you don't know if they would think about you. Why would you want to be in honors? Well, it covers more material that helps you prepare better for future college level classes, whether at the high school or at the college. What if I'm not recommended for honors? Your teacher is selecting the path for you that will have your best math success in mind. All paths can still include college level classes at some point. Your path may be a little slower to help your possible success in math. There are also other options for your third year of math. Those third year math classes do not prepare you for college level math or ACT success, but they do qualify for high school graduation. So you can talk to a counselor or your math teacher about those other options in accounting, computer programming. After completing Secondary Math 3 and Math 3 Honors, all of your math classes are to help you complete your college math requirements for your general education, called your quantitative literacy or your QL. Depending on your major, you may have additional math classes to take beyond the QL. There are two categories of these classes offered at Layton High School. There's CE classes and AP classes. Let's compare. In a CE class, a concurrent enrollment class through Weber State, you're guaranteed to have your QL at Utah Public Universities. A couple of examples of non-public university is Westminster College and BYU. Your credit may be accepted, but is not guaranteed to be accepted there. We also have AP. Your QL is accepted at most colleges in and out of Utah. So if you're planning to go outside of Utah, your AP credit may be a better choice. You might want to check with your college. Your credits and QL once earned do not expire with CE and also with AP. Your time outside of class will be required to finish assignments in both CE and in AP. In CE, after 2 years without taking math, you will be required to retake it and then to proceed to the next level if it's required for your major. In AP, same thing. After 2 years without taking math, you may be required to retake it to proceed to the next level, or you may need to take a refresher course. It's best to check with your university. In CE, you may need to take additional math classes depending on your major. In AP, you also may need to take additional math classes depending on your major, but these are higher level math classes than the CE classes. So it may help you get more done towards your major than it would for a CE class. With AP, you usually also earn more college credit than you do in a CE class because it's a higher level class. We'll spend some more time looking at each one of these classes, but for now, CE classes, we have CE 1030, we have CE 1010, which is followed by CE 1050, or some students may qualify to go directly to CE 1050. We also have AP Statistics, and we also have two AP Calculus classes, AB and BC. The lowest level college math class that we have at Layton High is CE Math 1030. This is a semester class, so you only have math half of your senior year. It's taught at the same speed as if it's taken in college. This class only meets the QL for some degrees, so you need to make sure you have a degree in languages, fine arts, humanities, performing arts, something like that. Check with your college because it doesn't work for all degrees. If Secondary Math 3 has been difficult for you, you may want to consider this class 1030. To qualify, you need to have a C average each year. So in Secondary 1, you had a C average. Secondary 2, you have a C average. Secondary 3, you have a C average. Or you can qualify for the class by having a math ACT of 21 or higher. If you request this class and you do not qualify, it will be removed from your request. You may take a test through Weber to attempt to qualify with a high enough score with their testing. If you've been successful in secondary 2, your teacher will not recommend that you take this class. It's better to leave high school with a QL than no QL at all for college. So if this is the class you are recommended for, although it doesn't work for your major, it's still recommended you take this class so that you still have options. The next up level of college math class at Layton High is CE Math and 1010 and 1050. You'll request to take both of those classes. There'll be 2 semester classes that will fill your whole senior year. You must finish 1050 to earn your QL. These classes are taught at the same speed as if taken in college. They meet the QL requirements for all Utah State colleges again, so not BYU, not Westminster as guaranteed. To qualify, again, you need to have a C average each year in secondary 1 and 2 and 3, or a math ACT of 21 or higher to enroll in 1010. If you request this class and you do not qualify, again, it will be removed from your schedule. You may take a test again through Weber to qualify with a high enough score. If you have a math ACT of 23 or higher, the math department may remove you from the 1010 class if we have room and offer an only 1050 class. All students, again, will request 1010 and 1050 on their schedule, and math teachers will look and see what options we have. These courses will be a review of many of the same topics that you learned in Secondary 2 and Secondary 3. This is a college level class that will require learning and completing assignments at school and at home. Why would I take this class? Well, Math 1050 is the most failed class in colleges. Let us help you get it done before you forget the math that you already know. If you take a break your senior year, it just gives you more time to forget. So instead, save time, save money, stress, and heartache later. We really want to help you be successful, and we're here to help you in a pretty small class size. We also have AP math classes. The first type we're going to talk about is AP Calculus. There are 2 AP Calculus class options. Both of these calculus classes fulfill your QL when you pass the AP test with at least a 3 at most, if not all, universities in the country. Both have class each day. About half the time is spent learning and half the time is spent supported while working on assignments. Time outside of class will be required to finish assignments. You may spend the same or less time outside of class than if you took a CE class. In both classes, most material learned will be new as these classes follow CE 1050. These are college level classes and it's not easy, but with extra support given in high school by the teacher compared to a college class that would have larger class with less support, most students are successful in earning their college credit at Layton High. AP Calculus test pass rate has been over 95% in the past few years. You must be willing to do the work and complete assignments. Most STEM degrees require Calc 1 and Calc 2. If you don't know what you want to be when you grow up, take the highest recommended math class by your teacher so you don't make it harder for yourself later. Both classes spend 4th term reviewing and making sure you're ready for the AP test in May. You should walk into the AP test very confident. So let's look at these 2 different AP Calculus classes. There's AP Calculus AB and AP Calculus BC. In AP Calculus AB, we cover Calculus 1 in college. In BC, we cover Calculus 1 and 2 in college. That means AB is taught at half the speed as if you were taking this class in college. BC is taught at the same speed as in college because we have to cover 2 classes in the year. In AB, with a successful completion, you would skip Math 1050 and Calc 1 in college and start at Calc 2. Where in BC, you would skip 1050, Calc 1, Calc 2, and start in Calc 3. So which class should you take? You should take AB Calculus if you have earned A's and B's or maybe C's in Secondary 3 honors, or maybe A's and B's in Secondary 3 regular. You must be willing to work and complete assignments. Or BC Calc. Take this class if you're A's and B's in Secondary 3 honors, or maybe A's in Secondary 3 regular, and you've earned those grades without too many test retakes to earn your grades. You must be willing to work and complete assignments also in this class. The last college level class is AP Statistics that we offer here at Layton High. AP Statistics will fulfill your QL for college when you pass the AP exam with at least a 3 at most universities. For several years, higher than 90% of Layton High School students have passed the AP Stats test. Students that are willing to work and have passed Secondary Math 2 are ready for AP Stats. So this class can be taken with Secondary Math 3 or after Secondary Math 3. If you can see, we have an option that after Secondary Math 2, you can take Secondary Math 3 and Statistics, or you can take AP Stats after taking Secondary 3 or after taking a calculus class. Do I need statistics in or after college? The answer might be yes. A lot of fields use statistics. Not only does this class fulfill your QL for college, it also might meet the requirements for your major. You should check with your college if you know what you want to be when you grow up. AP Stats is also a college level class that is taught at half the speed as if you were taking it in college. As a review, current Secondary 2 math students may only be able to register or request Secondary Math 3 or Secondary Math 3 and AP Stats, but your teacher will be recommending you and making the changes to those who would go into Secondary Math 3 honors, or maybe making changes into a different third-year math credit. If you're currently in Secondary Math 3 or Math 3 honors, please look at the options for the AP classes or the CE classes. This is a great time to get your college credit done before you take a year off and forget your math, and you end up in a larger math class in college without as much support as in your high school. Please let us help you get your college credit math class done. If you have any further questions, please talk to your teacher.